At the top tonight, school security on the minds of parents across the state and certainly right here in the Coastal Bend. This as yet another gun found on a local campus.
Now this one happened just this afternoon, and it's now going to bring the number to 6 incidents this school year alone. The most recent case happening on the campus of Ray High School. Now, police were called to the high school for reports of a student showing off a toy gun. That student was showing it to friends when someone nearby noticed and alerted Corpus Christi police. Tonight, they say that the student with the toy gun was detained, but no crime was committed. That student was later released, but another person who interfered with officers on the scene was detained. It remains unclear whether or not that person was a student. The incident is under investigation tonight. And just yesterday, you may recall, we told you about an unloaded gun found at Hamlet Middle School. A note about that incident was sent home to parents. Last week, a student at Calallen High School was found with a gun. There was one found on a sidewalk near W.C. Andrews Elementary in Gregory Portland, and JFK Elementary in the West Oso ISD, also reporting a similar incident within just the last 2 weeks. And last month, a student at Moody High School was arrested for having a pistol on campus. So here's the question: why are there so many stories about students bringing guns to school? Well, one expert says it may be a case of more people paying attention and reporting the incidents right away. Our Brian Burns joins us now in studio with more on why it seems to be happening amid continued talks of school security and safety. He joins us in studio tonight. Brian?
Leslie, these cases where a child is discovered to have a firearm at school can be terrifying for all of us parents after those horrific shootings at Uvalde and across the country. Is it the kids feeling like they have to protect themselves or something else? Well, we spoke with 2 respected community leaders about this problem and asked how serious they thought this is.
I think we've seen a more of a show and tell kind of thing. Just the age. I mean, we're talking one incident, it's not in our district, was a kindergartner, that we had a first grader. And I think they don't even understand the full ramifications of what they're doing. They see something they think is cool, they want to show their friend. And so that, I think, is more of what we've been dealing with than anything nefarious.
It's more of a problem than just, hey, we have somebody in possession of a weapon. When a gun is taken to school, you know, you not only have someone that shouldn't have a weapon because it's, you know, if you're under 18, you're prohibited to own a weapon, but you also have the issue of the safety of all the other children. And so bringing a gun to school doesn't just affect the person bringing it, or immediately it affects all the resources, which means you have a law enforcement response.
Both men said that parents and guardians who own guns have not only the responsibility of making sure guns are kept away from children, but they should also talk to their child about the dangers of guns. Judge Tim McCoy says it's not just a matter of catching the child with a weapon, but making sure the child has no lingering issues that may prevent them from doing it again.
I use when I get somebody that's making a threat or that we have available to us when we get a threat or even a firearm at school is a psychological evaluation. You have the kid evaluated to make sure there aren't any mental issues, to try to figure out why they would do something like that. And, you know, a psychological evaluation can take a while. You may be sitting in detention a few weeks in order for it to get done.
I'm hopeful that this is a small blip. And because it's shocking to find someone this young, you know, first, second graders, or kindergarten and first graders, bringing a firearm to school. I'm pleased that the staff and students at these campuses did the right thing. We promote see something, say something. When you advocate that a large group of people helps report crime, you're going to get more reported crime.
Now, both advocate vigilance on the part of law enforcement, parents or guardians, school officials, and even fellow students to prevent tragedy from another student bringing a gun to school. Leslie, Mike.